Oblique Strategies. Until volition comes to a halt, we've got this bunch of strategies for mending every flaw and fault that undergird our gay gestalt of pleas and lies and prolonged queries, of laughter that often leads to ridicule and causes one man to hang from a rafter, another to flee, leaving nothing after but traces of fuel and memories in the heads of others, which intrigue but fade before very long, then re-emerge in other men's druthers, or else from the lips of their lisping lovers to brush an inaudible gong. Yes, strategy's strange, and strategy's strong. As volition keeps going, on and on, we pick them from out of a gleaming throng. We examine them first so as not to choose wrong. Sometimes we trade a king for a pawn. Some are tight-lipped, while others leak. Some are new, and some are antique. Some boast quite a bit, though this one's meek. See that one dive off a dizzying peak. Behold them all, these strategies oblique. There ain't no need to make a list, for strategies don't work that way. Indeed, they oftener resist us as we clasp them in our fists of clay. Although it cannot be denied that lists indeed are of a type of strategy that's often plied when all the others have been tried or aren't yet ripe. Ben Franklin and J. Gatsby, too, were fond of lists and penned a few. The virtues, in the former's view, could help us better grasp the true when numbered in their queue. And order was his very bane, with resolution on its heels. For wouldn't an untidy brain on firm decisions place some strain, and turn resolve to broken wheels? The latter listed aim by aim some goals for mind and for physique, foreshadowing, as readers claim, his future in its daisy chain. The finest lists are always most oblique. Precisely for this reason, then, there isn't just one place to start in bringing them into our ken. For as I've said, there's no top 10 in art or action. A comely quote to put into the quotable haws, for would-be bards to learn by rote, or strike an epigraphic note to win applause from some creative writing prof who's found me on the internet and noted that I'm standing off from verse and print, at which I scoff. The net's a better bet. For print is on the wane, it seems, and books of poetry don't sell. Just look at all those yellow reams collecting dust on musty themes. The Hippocranes an empty well. Some sorcerer has placed a curse on poems that aren't melodied. The sun has set on printed verse. They've hauled off Horace in a hearse. In this life all my poems shall go unfeed. Yes, mostly they elude our clutch. Extracting them in retrospect from spite and mundane such and such, we baste and blame ourselves for much neglect. How couldn't we have spied this thing, so unassuming? Does it speak? We seize it, bind its broken wing, and wrap solicitation's sling around its beak. That's what we do. We shut it up, and make of it a silly game, like bingo or ganip-ganop. We pacify the muzzled pup. Don't worry, kids, it's tame. Voila! The strategy is gone, and once again we grasp at straws. The king has gobbled up each pawn. It's time to mow the checkered lawn. We turn to Bach or Plato's laws for inspiration, cheer, and grist. To what the muzzled pup agrees will reinforce our shaky gist, or veil its flaws with antique mist. But these, of course, are also strategies.